Thanks for joining us, Joe, Josh, Keith, and Frank, for always setting this up. I hope someone has something new to talk about, because I haven't had any new Tamiya stuff really happen recently. Some of the cars should have came out this month. I don't know what time periods they would be coming out within the month, but there's supposed to be a few cars that come out this month from them that had been talked about earlier in the year.
I thought they released one this.
They still, I haven't seen anybody do any BBO ones yet, or the MBO ones. They're supposed to be out this month, but I don't know when this month. Yes, we have that which is a
awesome
Sendero. Is that a 313 millimeter, or is that longer than that?
It's not a Sendero. That's a U-Tron, bud.
Well, that's right, but it's a U-Tron. It's still from Element.
Yeah,
Still an Enduro.
325.
That's
12.8.
12.8.
That's one of the longest that are out there now, isn't it? And it has an IFS.
FS2.
Yeah. I assume they did some different geometry with the independent suspension.
Yeah,
they sure did. Quite a bit, actually.
Wider.
And it's got Joe's favorite transmission.
What transmission?
Sure does. Their new Stealth XF.
Oh, how many gears in it this time?
It's basically the same exact transmission. The difference is how they build it. So they basically took your main gears, okay, and they put them all the way down inside the skid. If you actually go to the manual on that, and you can scroll down, you can kind of see better what I'm talking about. But basically, they lowered the heaviest part of the actual transmission, your output gears, and stuck it in the belly. So
5-slot
LCG, basically.
Basically, it looks to me like you could compare it to a boxer engine, where it sits lower in the chassis.
Right, and it's integrated in the skid, actually, the lower skid.
Yeah.
Josh, what's your wife's favorite color?
Pink.
More of a purple.
Purple. Okay.
Oh, she likes the royal. She likes the royal colors.
Well, she married Josh. She's royalty.
Royal pain in her ass, probably.
Hey, I didn't specify which one. And
So,
I guess it depends on any given day too.
do you think it's going to blow a lot of live axle front ones to the wind, even with an IFS?
I don't think it's still going to be as capable, but I think it's going to be more capable.
Yeah.
Than the old
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Well, you know, my bug's the IFS, and it did well.
Mm-hmm. They've actually, a lot of the customers were really, really upset with Element when they canceled the Gen 1 IFS from being purchased. A lot of people was retrofitting them in a lot of different kits, and they pulled it to make. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if you look, they basically flipped the gears around to where your main shaft there on the 42315 fits down into the belly of the skid.
Yeah, it's honed out. It's honed out in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hi, Thompson.
this actually is better, brings it down lower, because the case is actually the skid plate.
Mm-hmm.
So
So this is what I'm actually integrating into my Outlaw Pro chassis right now.
Okay.
So what is new about the IFS on it compared to the one that they had on the 4Runner?
It's probably in their tank.
No, because on their page, for some odd reason, they don't have the
Oh.
manual. They
Do
don't
you
have
have
the
it?
manual on there yet. So if I go manuals, it's not there.
Do you have their Instagram tank? Do you follow them?
Yeah, on Instagram. Yeah, I should be able to find it on Instagram.
Yeah, they show like the offset
Yeah.
angles on that front suspension, how it's flat now instead of
Uh-huh.
out. And I guess Camberg, it's a Camberg officially licensed IFS.
Is that a particular real company for one-to-ones?
I haven't researched it enough to know. I'm assuming it's an off-road racing suspension company.
Well, we
Yeah,
know since it's got a long wheelbase and an IFS, it's definitely going to be less top heavy in the corners on paper.
And they said they're basing the body off of the Ute.
Well, it's an FJ long wheelbase pickup.
Yeah, but their official statement is they're basing it off of the Ute, so they don't have to pay any Toyota licensing fees.
When we all
Yep.
know what it looks like exactly like an FJ.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Element's always been good about, trying to keep their products down.
Right.
I mean,
Is
look
that-
at the
that truck's only
Sendero.
$299. It's
Yeah,
the same price
that's-
as yours. Was
Yeah,
Jeff.
it's a Sendero. I
Can't see
see. Yeah.
that. Come on.
But that's one of the longest wheelbases on the market today, isn't it?
The Gladiator is over 13.
Is it?
Ow.
Oh, what in
Hey,
the
Keith.
world?
Yeah,
You
I see
see-
that.
You say you like big tires on the.
Yeah.
It's It's actually a two-wheel drive puller, and he's
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, did you send
Yeah.
that video to Keith with the associated dirt rat?
No, I saw that you sent me that video, Brad, but I have not had time to peruse. I've been on Facebook long enough to watch Scale News Update.
Stare at their tank.
So
Yep.
Keith, I sent you a video. I wanted him to send you the video of the dirt rat going
Yeah, it's
through some
okay.
pace. You would get a kick out of it because it's a rat rod.
Oh.
It's a rat rod with shovel tires on it.
That looks like is that a hard body?
This one, no, it's Lexan,
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
it looked like it had a drop bed in it.
but
I
it
hope
comes
those.
with. Go ahead, Brad.
It looks like it's we see it has plastic shocks.
Yeah, so does the Sendero SC.
Yeah,
you
but they're
have to
set up.
remember this is the SC model with the brass bushings.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But
It looks like
they put bearings in the transmission. That's an upgrade from the original.
In
Hey.
SC. Yeah.
What's
And
the
the SE also had bearings on each side of the pinion. No, spur gear in the diffs.
Yeah.
look at that. The bed has it goes it drops down.
Yeah, it's a drop down bed.
And they're gonna run their new Pin Seeker 419 tires.
Which are cool looking.
Yeah, they're actually not too bad. But the
And-
biggest thing is right there. If you look at that picture, your angle of your A-arms with the weight on it at its normal, it's not near as sharp as an angle. So
Right.
on the first gen, they had a lot of troubles with the axles binding. Night Custom, I think, actually made a new 3D piece that you could print and modify the
Yes.
original version to make it a little bit better. So they kind of
And
did
they
a little
work
bit
with
of
Night
both
Customs
sides.
on there.
And they gave
Mhm.
faux brakes on it.
Yep. And it
I
has headlights, taillights, and turn signals.
It also looks like the front ends are wider too.
No, it's about the same width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They
it's
all
still the
look the same.
stock element in the back.
Right.
Well,
Well, I think what's making it look wider is they actually widened those pin seekers. For the Sendero SE, they were kind of skinny. And then they just redesigned those pen seekers and made them a little bit wider,
Right.
which is going to make the truck look wider.
I would like to see them do faux carbon fiber brakes.
Well,
You could darken them or whatever.
I gotta get my glasses, baby. Ow.
I mean, look at that skid.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an awesome skid. No
Got the middle of
hang-ups. Yeah.
Middle of the
Completely
car.
smooth. Yeah.
It
But
looks
there's
like
no
you.
muffler. There's no muffler. Where's the muffler?
It looks like it comes. It looks like you could uncouple a couple of screws and it'll come open and swing open. It looks like
Right.
it just swings open. I saw that it has a hinge in the back.
Well,
Easy.
no, that's where it connects to the skid.
Oh, but it looks like it would roll out if you wanted to work on the transmission.
Hey,
Well,
Thompson. how you
probably
doing?
probably could. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the body, but
You're a huge
I
fan of
am.
the chassis.
no, I'm a huge fan of Element. Element's always been kind of the underdog and look past, but price per punch, I'm telling you, an Element, you can pull them out of the box, throw a little bit of brass on the front axle, and they are crawling machines.
Yeah. I mean, Jericho's won what, twice with the V2 kit
Ecto.
that we built, the
Oh,
Ecto
yeah.
body one. Yeah.
And they're $299. Now here that one's $299.
It's hard to buy a product like that for $299, pull it out of the box, maybe spend what, 20, 25, 40 bucks for a set of brass on the front, and I'm telling you, it's a crawling machine.
So you're going to get it.
No, I got too many projects.
Same with me.
No, I
Josh,
got an Ecto, and I've got the Sendero SE, and I'm pretty content. I thought about getting the was it, the Trail Runner with the Toyota body, and they had all the Knights customs for it. I thought about getting that to make a high end scaler out of it, but I don't know, just never really.
I always felt that 4Runner was my favorite body on those.
Yeah.
And I guess
Well,
you could
then
change,
good.
you could change the suspension from that one onto that one.
Yes, you can. And then they come out with that little prosciutto, and that thing's actually pretty fun. It's a small wheelbase,
Yeah.
little samurai body on it. And they're pretty cool what they can do.
Well, they get through tight spaces.
Yeah.
Josh, you going to get one?
Not for a minute.
Yeah.
I just built 2 trucks for Axial Fest, and I gotta get another battery for the drone that I got for my birthday.
That's this weekend, isn't
What, my birthday?
it? Well,
Or Axial Fest.
Axial Fest.
It's the 20th.
2 weeks.
Okay. Didn't they do something different with Phoenix recently? Vanquish or Cross? Didn't they do something different with Phoenix recently?
No, Phoenix is still the same. These hovers.
Cross is getting ready to release another Goliath truck. It's like a 5-axle.
Yeah, the 10-wheel drive.
Yeah.
The one Keith would love to have, but it's so massive. It's like 4
Yeah.
feet long. Keith's dream machine.
Well, it looks like something straight out of a Mad Max movie. So
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we've seen pictures and talked about it a few months back when they first released the pictures of it.
You want to know something? I think the Russians have a same exact vehicle as that.
Probably is based on a real one. That's for sure.
On a ballistic, it's a ballistic missile trapper.
It's in, someone put a picture up of it and did it like, The Last of Us.
Yes. That's where it was made for.
Right.
I
Or
mean,
copied from.
the thing is almost as big as the Mammoth trucks. Those two-wheel drives that work in quarry work.
Well, I imagine that thing has a pretty price tag because isn't that flatbed truck about $700 US? I can imagine that thing's about 1,000, 1,300 plus.
I just saw someone just came out with a quarry truck that's 14 scale. It's absolutely humongous, over 20 inches in width, and it can pull you. It can pull a full-size SUV. It's got that much power in it. I think I just sent something to Josh to watch on that one. It's their first vehicle they show him on it. Yeah, they had to ramp it
Be
off of a
surprised.
vehicle. Yeah, it is one of those 2-story, 3-story tall vehicles in 14 scale, and it's absolutely humongous.
Mm.
What else? Is there anything
Tank.
else that? Is there
Tank,
anything else?
Yeah, I sent Tank an email just now. Is that new, the Tamiya I sent you, Tank? I thought that was a new release.
Excuse me for 1
Check
minute.
out. Oh, that thing.
Yeah. Isn't that new?
I have
Well,
to
let
see
me
it.
show you to tell you.
Yes, the MB-01, but I
They
haven't seen
released-
anybody. They released it today.
I think they released it this week.
Yeah, it's
I
on
haven't seen-
Horizon site. That's
Okay.
a pretty good price.
Yes, that is a good price, and you can make it front wheel or two different types of setups for rear wheel drive, which makes it a very versatile chassis. I think it's a very great idea with what they did with that, but I don't want it replacing the M series cars.
Oh, it is to replace, well, it's not to replace the M chassis, but it is the same size, which is kind of cool, which is the same width or wheelbase.
And they're gonna probably make ones that are gonna be longer wheelbase that you can make front wheel and rear wheel drive too with it. I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, that I didn't know that it came out this week, but I knew it was coming out this month.
The rear
you
tires
saying-
are bigger.
Are you
What?
saying I knew something about Tamiya you didn't?
I didn't know that it was coming out. Now, I knew it was coming out this month, but I didn't know when it was coming out this month. Hey, Hakeem.
Got him.
Oh, there
Got
you go.
him.
Pre-order
There's no-
next shipment is June 23rd.
Or get that pre-order started.
If I had the money. Right now, I have money that's going towards fixing my car, right, 1-to-1. So
Bicycles are free.
540. Speed control.
it probably
Hey,
has
Joe.
a hobby wing speed controller.
Joe,
Yes, sir.
with the TGH wheels on the Pro, under 9 inches, or right at.
So what hubs did you end up going with?
I didn't put them on the other truck yet. These are the TGH wheels off of the TGH truck, and I put them on the Pro.
Well, I thought
And
you was
now-
having I thought you was having clearance problem with that one.
No, with the Phoenix axles. Because I already bought
Oh.
that truck over.
Okay. Sorry.
I haven't seen anybody actually have a kit out for that yet. I know it's out, so someone's gonna be videoing that it being made or unboxed.
Yeah, that should be popping videos soon.
Yeah. That would, it'd be cool if you, Josh, if you eventually got one of those to be one of the first to actually have one of those.
Look at him
And then-
trying.
I know. I
I
can
mean,
buy
isn't
that
that-
whole car, or I can buy a winch for this truck.
There you go.
The winch is as much as that truck, so or that
It,
vehicle. So
it is. The winch I want's $130.
Car's only $7 more.
RC 4-wheel drive winch you want?
No,
Oh,
the
not for that price.
NSDRC.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can get me one of those too, would you?
And then I need the reach winch for this truck because I have it all ran with a BEC instead of the direct power.
Yeah, but that's easy to add a JST.
So I
Yeah.
had my on-road series.
Oh, that looks fun, man.
For the first time I ran the Red Cat, but let me tell you, I have to fix it because the guy that put the ESC on there has a HPI ESC with drag brake,
Oh, that ain't good.
and it's not good. This guy was way too fast on the track. You will see later on this week. Some of my videos right now are for members only, so you'll see this car running for members only. But I will release them slowly throughout the week for the rest of them. But yeah, it was a fun day. We had the cones up, and like you can see, it wasn't level at the back, which made it more challenging. And it was nice. We went all the way around the cones there and came back. So it was a fun day.
Were you running the Mercedes or the AMG?
Yes, I was running the AMG.
Excuse me. I do have some slight Tamiya news. I just watched some videos of these guys that take two TTO2s and make them rear wheel drive and put drift tires and drift equipment front ends on them, and they run them through dirt. Which makes for interesting racing. Let's just put it that way.
Mhm.
They take the front end, totally replace it, make it two-wheel drive, and they put the treaded, like a treaded,
A mid tire. It's not a street. It's not a mud tire.
no,
Like a rally
No.
tire.
No, they put a treaded tire on it that's for drifting, which has a tread on it. Actually, these have treads on them, but they're still hard, like a drift tire. So that somehow they still manage to get traction on the dirt, and they slide around doing it. They drift in the dirt with them, and they have the suspension set up to take the dirt off-roading.
Sounds interesting.
Someone just made something new, that's for sure, a new type of racing.
What's up, Guru?
What?
I said, what's up, Guru? Sorry, I thought it would cancel the winch or tire wrench out.
So if you guys keep an eye out for those in the possible things to watch, if you go through without being subbed, you go through what they have that you could be subbed to, you might find that particular videos. So I just thought it was an interesting concept.
Yep. Now for the tires, this is after running maybe 8 or 9 race for on road for the Kyosho tires.
Oh, wow.
That wore out quick.
Oh yeah. So now we're looking into getting other tires. Me myself, I had these tires, which are completely different on my MG, and they're a little bit better. They call this a mid, so they're not as soft. So that's why they say here M for mid. So it's not a soft tire. So that's why this one lasted a little longer.
I call that a DOT slick.
Now, this was after the day. Like his body is not wrecked. It's not scratched. It's just got a lot of
asphalt, dirt.
Tire streak on the body.
The tires. I know people who take emery boards to soften up their tires for those TTO1 truck races. I saw that being done in Britain. They were taking emery boards and running their cars. They're running their cars and running each of them through an emery board to do something to make the tires stickier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it would, of course, the emery board would get all black. I thought you guys should find that interesting as a way to get more get more traction out of your tires.
Yeah, when I
parking garage.
Especially when you're racing on carpet.
when I prep drag tires, I'll take it across a flat board with sandpaper on it to break them in.
Oh yeah.
Take the
I guess
line
that's what
out
they were.
center.
I guess that's the reason why of the emery board.
Yep, that's what it's for. For prepping for breaking the tires in.
Yeah, I've got to send you an email with my address, and I'm gonna need the price from you for those little bottles of prep tires.
Okay.
Maybe I can sell some or give some to the guys that are doing the street race. So
Yeah,
it'll stick here.
I should have some stuff here for you. Depends on how sticky you want it.
Don't forget to tell them they can prep their tires with an emery board.
You won't need to with this stuff.
That's what I'm hoping. I don't know if we prep them with that stuff, are they gonna use faster or are they gonna last longer since basically they're more stickier, or like what's the story with that?
So it's not a VHT based like a lot of your preps. It's solvent based. So it absorbs in the tire. And as you have more friction, they will bring more out of the sticky. Now, some of the stuff's so sticky that the car is going to stick to the ground. But like the lighter stuff, like what we use for our crawling, would probably be best for your on-road
Probably.
type series. And there's a dirt line for like when tracks are dusty or dirty. That's real similar to the crawl.
See,
But
that
what
one
I
would probably be better because we do not use a broom to actually clean. So there is dirt, there is
right.
stuff on the track or on the.
Bit of
So-
gravel.
These tires we used last weekend playing around in the rocks and dirt, and you can see I haven't cleaned these yet. There's no dirt stuck to them, and they were prepped.
Okay.
So it activates from friction. It's not just going to grab dirt and grass and stuff.
Mhm.
So when
Yeah.
the tires start
They're-
sliding, they'll heat up. There's Joe's. Same thing.
Same tire.
That's the stuff you sent me, Josh?
I sent you a little thicker stuff. It's the OG grip, so it's more sticky than conditioner,
Okay,
but it's not a heavy stick.
but I can still
Okay.
use it on my crawlers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can use it on your crawlers, but I would be light with your coats because
Light.
it might grab a little more dirt.
Okay.
And how are they going to be for his mud run?
Mm.
If it's that soupy mud he was in, I don't know if I have anything to help that man.
That stuff was bad, man.
It looked like the mud you ran into at your that you and Lyle and Bushman ran into.
This wet and black, it says self-leveling technology provides even coverage every time UV inhibitor protects against drying and cracking.
Hmm.
I need
Property
no
plan of
stick for that.
That's
It's
more silicone.
Yeah, it's silicon polymers.
This
And
the stuff that I use and sell is a solvent. So it actually absorbs in. Like if you have a hard tire and you're trying to soften it up, you would coat the inside and the outside, put them in a bag and let it just absorb into the tire for a night. And then as needed. Like if you were running your brushless car tank, you would do a couple more coats of it and just let it really soak into that tire.
Okay.
And you should have like a slightly tacky feel with the crawl. Whereas
Or
the
you
OG gets stickier, then there's plus, and then there's octane, which is crazy. That's the stuff I run on track cars.
Wow.
He could use it to help keep his 7.5 under control.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with the 7.5 is I never raced it. I only used it to bash on the street, and I didn't tweak the remote for the dual rate. In other words, it was like full on. Like as soon as I touched the steering, it was gone. So I
Right.
have to play with the dual rate, the steering rate, and all that to bring it down, so it's not as responsive. So, or even what I'm thinking of putting a gyro on it, because it's open class, which means I can put whatever I want. So I should put the new Radio Link remote on that car and actually try it
Yeah.
next month at the end of the month.
and set it up to use the gyro.
That's a different feel. Takes a little bit
Well,
to get used to.
Trust
Yes, it
me,
does.
I don't use I with my Hornet running off of the Radio Link gyro. I just have it at 5%, and the car behaves so much better. Just 5%. It may still bounce around like a hopper, but it's definitely much more containable. Definitely handles better with it.
I was so disappointed onto the Traxxas, the Traxxas Fortec, how slow that was compared to the Kyosho.
So the Kyosho was faster.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And like somebody put a comment in my things and said it depends who's driving. No, it does not. On
You
the
tested that
straightaway,
theory.
yeah, on the straightaway, you see the Kyosho just like passing, boom, like catching up and passing really fast. Next time I'll try to bring my GPS to actually do speed run to see what's.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think you should speed run the cars and then race them against each other. Make things more interesting. See, then it comes down. Then it comes down to seeing who can keep the car contained better and get it around the track better.
Well, John from Net Cruiser RC was going to go buy a Fortec 3.0 because he loves the look of it, of the hot rod. So he was going to go buy the pickup and race with us. But he came over and he raced with us with his TTO2 and his Fortec 2.0, which was brushless. But after seeing the Fortec stock 3.0, he says, I'm not getting it now. I'm going to have to get a Kyosho. So now he's going to get a Kyosho instead of a Traxxas.
Is the
put up-
Kyosho brushless or brush?
It's
It's
brushed.
either. It's going to get it in brushless form too.
Well, you can buy the brushless now. They do come. I do have the Dodge Charger brushless. And I
motor.
believe they came out with a Camaro brushless also.
Yeah, anything with the big engine sticking out of the hood, brushless.
What's the
yeah.
turns on the Kyosho?
14 turn for brushed. And on the other one, I'm not sure. Let me look it up.
So the 14 turn beats the 12 turn.
Yes.
Has to
Pretty
be
good,
due to
man.
gearing. It has to do with the gearing, I bet.
All has to do with final gearing in the rear end and the front, I guess. Or
So-
whatever pinion they have stock.
Did he beat everybody with his Tamayas because he's a driver, because he's kind of a semi-professional?
Oh yeah, you'll see a race.
I knew
you'll
he'd
see
probably
a-
kick everybody's butt.
You'll see the race with him and how he drives compared to us. And you can tell he's got more,
Finesse.
yes,
Variance.
that's a good word, but he's a racer, you can tell, and we're not.
The
Mind you,
more experience, right? Tank?
He could probably get your 7.5 to contain itself because he can drive it better than everybody else.
yeah, probably.
You should give him that challenge.
But
See how well you can.
Let's see here.
I got a couple of videos coming up of me driving my Fortec and also my Kyosho, the orange one, hitting the manhole and taking air and just like
Oh.
front flip, toof, 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 toof. both cars, the hot rod and the Kyosho went for a ride. It was crazy how I flew far. And those videos are going to be released later on this week or early next week.
I'm wondering, in the one-to-ones of the Camaro, wasn't that a 410 gear in the rear?
Depends on the Camaro.
Don't know.
69 Z28 or SS?
Only the drag packs had the steeper gear,
Which is the 410.
410 or 411. I think 411 Chevy and 410's Ford, right, Joe?
I don't know.
Because when I'm thinking about, they could easily make those rear ends have those stock, have sort of those type of rear end running.
How would you manage that in a 4x4 if you have a different ratio rear end in the front and the rear in racing?
They could make them both 410s.
You could.
Technically, if you had an open diff, it shouldn't affect it. It will be harder on parts, but it should survive for a while. Because I mean, with our crawlers, this one's got 30% overdrive in it. In the front.
I've also heard of 398s rear ends,
390.
or yeah, something like that. 390, 398.
Yeah, 390 was a popular Ford 9-inch gear, and I think the Chevy 12-volt you could get. I think the Chevy's a 388.
And
I'm
those
not
were top.
positive.
The 410s were faster pickups, but the 398s had longer legs, right? The 390.
Yes.
That's just Chevys were a 378.
Was it a 370?
Oh,
It
Josh,
just had a higher top end. It had a higher top end with a lower ratio.
your painting's done.
Oh wow.
He sounds disappointed. Your painting's done.
Just summon demon. Painting's done.
Yeah. I mean, they could technically do that. They could actually give the actual gear ratios for one of those cars on RC cars.
Stop that.
Yeah, but like your DR10 is happiest around 6.5 to 7.5 for a quarter-mile run. And if you're talking on road, you're going to want to gear it to the type of racing you're doing.
You'd
Like
want more leg.
Tanks race, you only had what, one decently long straight coming off of the back of the jelly
Yeah.
bean or whatever you want to call that. This
So
time you're going to need that low end.
you if with a long straight, you want the lower ratio.
Right, but it's only for a second. So you want to stay in the power of that motor more on the turns. So you want to be able to pull it through a turn or recover if you have to slow down for a turn or brake.
I know some cars are set up now. Some cars come with locked front ends and open rear ends on them, which is kind of interesting. I guess that's to help it pull out of the turns.
Some have electric diffs.
Yes, they do. And some still have mechanical ones, but some car companies have offered open diff, mechanical ones, and electronic ones, all in the
Yep.
same car. Hey, Robert.
They do make a lot of it a driver's choice. And I'm sure Tank tunes his cars the way he likes to drive them by shock oil and spring race and stuff. And mine might be different. Like me and Joe run very similar crawlers, but he tunes his a little different than I tune mine.
Was he has more throttle out power.
Quite the opposite.
Slower
But he
power.
runs a 4S battery where I run 3S. I haven't had an issue where the wheel speed's been a problem until recently. I still don't think wheel speed was a problem this past weekend. Me, Joe, and
No, I
Dennis,
don't.
as you know, Brad went up to Magic Hobbies and did a comp. And Jericho and my buddy Eric.
You told me about that.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd come up and say hi to Dennis.
Oh, please. Dennis
I just-
rather throw me off one of the Ohio cliffs in the state.
Probably would.
But since we were going up there, I was letting you know.
And I appreciate it. I
It's
just
okay. You
wish
got
I
a
had to-
detective right there. He could figure out what.
Yeah, but
That ain't my
you
county.
know,
He wasn't working that weekend.
Yeah.
I worked enough before.
Yeah, the Kyosho brushed is 14 turn and their brushless is 4,000 kV.
Wow. The Kyosho has a much better look to it body. And it's not like Traxxas can say they have a new platform for it. I mean, they barely tweaked anything in between the two platforms.
wheelbase and width, maybe.
What do you say? The Phaser has a couple different lengths?
Corvette.
Yeah, different
hot rod.
wheelbase. There's 2 different wheelbase.
I thought there was 3 because the GTR, the old GTRs, one of the shortest wheelbases.
No, 2. Now that I know, I feel like getting this one now.
Oh, he wants the
I
Tacoma
like that truck.
TRD truck.
That's a sharp looking body.
It is.
Yeah, but it's mainly for street use.
And it has the same tires I have on my MG, so this is the medium ones, which lasts a little longer.
Right.
That
Is that-
that looks like
You can get that brushless?
No.
That's the Kyosho tank.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we do.
Kyosho
Yeah.
Phaser.
Okay. See.
Yes, Dirk, we did talk about that in the beginning of the start. So that's the long wheelbase, of course.
Yes.
It's just, I mean, no one would want to run that on an off-road chassis. It's not made for that.
Why? The Phaser is on-road and off-road. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about putting that on a crawler, that body on the crawler.
Oh, putting it on the crawler, okay.
Yeah, it would look funky.
I don't know. I
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it would be that funky.
think you could make it work. I mean, hell, most of the bodies you cut up anyhow.
Mhm.
A lot of it's going to be where the width is at. If it was skinny enough, you wouldn't have to cut as much as the fenders off.
Yeah, well, though that vehicle is probably made to have a wider track, so
Yeah, but that body does not fit well on the crawler. The car
Yeah.
bodies don't fit well. They will fit, but it just doesn't look right.
anyways, that TRD would, I'm sure someone has a vehicle that looks exactly like that in real life. And I bet you it handles pretty damn good too, because it's so low to the ground.
Psycho, yes, we did talk about the Element RC with the new IFS2. We talked about that at the beginning of the video.
Hey, do
Incredible.
they just sell them bodies? Or, I mean,
Yes.
do they just sell the clear like
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
El Camino?
And they sell the TRD Tundra.
They're
What-
not
what
cheap
you-
though. They're like $110, aren't they, Tank?
I thought they're less than that.
They're expensive, the bodies, yes.
What I would like to see, what would be a new body to put on a crawler these days, would be like the capstone version of the brand new Tundra body. The capstone edition. That would be cool on a crawler.
I don't know that one.
They came out this
Yeah.
year. They tweaked the front end. They tweaked the front and rear end on the car, on the truck. Doesn't look like that TRD Yosho.
Sounds like it'd be a good crawler for you to get.
No one makes a body like that for them yet, for your crawlers.
Well, you just have Tank build one on a styrene. And have the free time he has.
Or you get a hold of that guy that's making those bodies out of metal now.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Master.
Yeah.
there's also people who make them out of carbon fiber too. So
Yeah, that's what is it? CCF fiberglass, Joe? If I
there's
remember
another
right.
company too. There's another company that does them.
Excuse me for like a minute. I got to take a shop call.
Hmm.
So I did get a drone for my birthday.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Happy belated birthday.
No, it's tomorrow. You're not late yet.
Okay, well, happy birthday anyways.
Sure, you'll send me my birthday. Um,
You got GPS and stuff in it?
it does have GPS. It does have a two axis gimbal for the
Mhm.
camera. Records in 4K. It's only like $200. Now the battery does take a long time to charge. I need
Yeah.
to get different batteries or more batteries for it. But it flew really easy. It has like auto takeoff, auto land. It's really cool.
It's got like return home and stuff.
It does have return home. It
That's
doesn't
good.
have the crash avoidance on it or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Does
I'm
it have a
hoping to
follow
use it.
pattern? Does it have a follow pattern?
Yes, it has follow. It has point of interest.
Oh, cool. Has follow. Yeah.
That's how a lot of
Well, it
people make
follows you.
videos.
It follows your phone, really.
Yeah, it follows the controller. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could, maybe they make something you can add it to something that hides under the body and it catches the information and it follows the vehicle that way.
Yeah, I think it follows your phone.
Yeah. It just follows the controller phone setup.
Yeah. So you'd have to put all that stuff on your truck.
I thought I've seen where they can follow without.
Be back in a tick.
You can make a point of interest. And this is a $200 drone compared to these $1,500 drones that,
Which would do that.
yeah.
Because those are the people who get the best videos when they have them following the vehicle.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Kind of worried about Mateo. He hasn't done anything in months. Guy in Switzerland. He makes really great videos. Right off the Rhine.
Maybe he's on vacation.
I don't know
Maybe.
what the hell he's doing. If anybody knows who I'm talking about, he has fantastic videos and he does it in beautiful areas of Switzerland. You know, he does it in the Alps and off the Rhine.
I gotta stop looking at other website for different trucks and cars. I got enough. I keep looking. I want to buy. Oh, I can get that. Oh, I can get that.
Who's like that, but he's got even more money to spare than all of us. Is that RC Icons, the Keith? Anybody, I've sent videos to various people about his stuff.
I follow him now, Brad.
Isn't he? He owns his own construction company. He buys them like crazy, and extremely rare ones that are worth tons of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And driven by certain people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't you like watching him?
Sometimes. Tank, what's your next event?
Gonna be the on road again, but at the end of this month.
When's your don't you have another city crawl or something coming up?
I gotta plan one, yeah, but it's probably gonna be in August sometime during my vacation. So
How's your COE coming?
Hey, our icons. I haven't seen you in a long time.
oh my god, there's a
Oops.
lot to talk about for that, but no, I
I'm
think
sure
we
you're
should just
good.
hold off and talk about that on my stream.
Yep, sounds good, buddy.
About what? The crawl?
No, his cab over engine, his car ramp truck.
The build I'm actually building. We're trying to build.
It's not a WT4 yet.
I showed you what I did to the front of the motor, right?
Yeah,
Took all that stuff off. Yeah, so the belt go through it.
it
Hey,
looks good, man.
I'm using this stuff for the belt.
hey,
Nice.
Cut it down.
icons. I have 3 armless now.
This actually fits no problem on my head.
What the hell is it?
That
Oh, your truck.
oh,
That's looking good, man.
Hey, you could use it as a welder mass tank.
hey, icons. I have a Typhon 3S.
I got to go back to Georgetown tank because there's a truck out there. It looks just like that, man. It's on the side of the road.
Yeah, I have a 2-wheel drive Senton brushed, and I still have that Phase-On Fusion that needs
Oh,
to
wow.
be fixed. I also have the Type 3, the S3.
You got some standing to
Typhon.
do though. Get
Oh,
all
it's
them
not a
lines out of
sanding,
there.
Like on
Primer and
top,
sanding, primer and sanding. Get
Yeah.
them lines out, right?
he said to sand it first, then do the primer filler.
And primer and
After?
filler, yeah.
So yes, I do, but to me, it looks perfect on this truck. And I actually tried with a car in the back.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that
The
looks
suspension-
sweet, man.
Suspension is going to be down lower. Well, it's got to go forward. It's a little farther back.
Now that's the 6x6 cross, right?
No, that's a
What is
PG4, PG4L.
That'll look nice against the WT4 when you get it.
PG4L.
Right, Frank?
So the suspension is going to be down lower.
Oh, but that is a cross, right? Okay.
Yes, it is a cross.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean 6x6. I meant the dually, cross dually.
Yes, which is PG4L. The cross dually is
Yeah.
called PG4L.
Oh,
I
man.
don't have any GPS to do speed runs.
That's a big truck too.
It is a big truck, yes, and that's the same truck as RC's parts for his Bumblebee.
But that's not going to be. It's not as long as the WT4 that you want to get.
It looks good.
This is about 16-inch wheelbase. It's friggin' long.
That
Did
was
you
like
think that-
$400.
I can't remember the price.
The WT4 is longer than that, isn't it? Kobe
I don't know if
Park.
I'll be
Where's
able to
Kobe
do that
Park?
with one hand, but let's give it a try.
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember where it is.
Oh, where you had that bed on it? Yeah.
I still think the WT4 is going to be bigger than that.
Yeah, that looks okay. You'll have to put you're just going to put a ramp on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's gonna be
okay.
a ramp.
Ramp truck.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to have to go to Georgetown because I think that truck is exactly like that one. It's a 1-to-1 and it's got a ramp.
That's gonna be sweet tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks real good.
Look at how
Neat.
small that Traxxas looks against the bottom, just the cap of the.
Well, you got to figure that these trucks are big trucks. It's a semi truck.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
truck.
And if you put your car beside a semi truck, your car
It's-
looks friggin'
Yeah,
small.
that's right.
Yeah. It almost looks like that truck from the Real Steel movie.
Yeah.
It's Jeepers Creepers truck.
Mm.
It had a box on it.
Gotcha.
That show where what was it? They kept trading up cars on Netflix to get better cars and build them.
They
He
had
ended
that
up he ended up
That's-
trading up for one of those.
one of those.
That's
They had
supposed
one
to
of
be a-
them on TNT too, or something like that a long time ago.
Is that supposed to be a Ford?
That'd be a perfect welder tank.
Is that
just-
a Ford or a Dodge?
Perfect weld
Your
helmet.
Ford.
You need a 10 scale DA to sand that thing down.
Right?
That's what what, a 51 or 52 grill, Frank?
Yeah, 61, I think. 60 or
Now,
62.
you painting it rusty or you painting it nice?
It's going to be rusty. It's going to be old look.
Okay. Then you really, I mean,
That means that white grill has
it
to be
doesn't have
rusted
to be
out.
perfect sanded.
That is correct. But yeah, the grill is going to be probably painted white, but with rust on it or paint chip on it or whatever.
Yeah, chips off stuff.
It should
Yeah.
show lines of leaking rust from water on it.
This I'm gonna paint it primer, paint it yellow, paint it green.
And in
then
between all that,
sand
you
it
got to
down.
sand it.
Yes, I'm gonna sand it all down so you can see the yellow and the, yeah. Kind of like I did my bone beetle.
So I was wondering how many people watched my last video this Saturday. I know Josh did. Did you, Keith? I forgot if you commented.
I didn't.
I
Scorcher.
got to hardly any videos this weekend.
Well, I drove my Stinger, my Jag Stinger.
Stinger. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was in a baseball diamond that had like 2 inches of dust. So it's nothing but a cloud of dust going by.
Yeah, I
see
gotta
it been
work
kind of-
on the headers on this thing now.
Hey, Sang. Been a while.
Hey,
Josh, I had to raise it up. I put a couple of pieces of wood on the bottom of it.
Yeah,
Because it
it
was
didn't have the
little-
oil pan on it anyway, so I figured
Yeah.
you'd bring it up.
Yeah.
So Sang, the MBO1 came out this week, according to what Josh said.
nice.
Yeah, I think it's a very versatile chassis since you can do 3 different things with it.
Cool. I never seen it in person, but it looks cool.
You know, where you can make it front wheel drive or make it 2-wheel drive with the motor in 2 different positions.
Yeah.
See my hot rod thing?
Nice. What is it?
It is a Tamiya, not Tamiya, it's a Traxxas, what is it?
Is it
Begins
a
with an
rustler?
R. Rustler. Old Traxxas Rustler. I got it for $5 at the yard sale. Josh 3D printed my motor out
it's
for
a-
me.
It's a Sang deal.
I think you
I got
paid,
this in a HP Nitro for $5.
He paid too little for it.
I think you paid $4 too much for it.
I just put all new electronics in it and everything. So
It's just amazing how people don't know what they have. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some people just want to get rid of it. Like the worst thing is I see them at thrift stores.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people go to thrift stores and bring back Nikos and Tycos and stuff. They bring them back to life and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I found a few years ago. I found a Tamiya Striker, like in almost brand new condition.
That must have freaked you out. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I've seen some. Yes, he is here. It's funny that that you can find even those quick drive Tamiyas out there too, which are harder to find.
I almost bought an RV at the trade show. Or at the
I
swap
know.
meet.
I know you'd buy. I bet you would buy it if you went to one of those stores and you found some quick drives. You'd buy those too.
Yeah.
They're part of their history. They may be 14 scale cars, but you still, believe it or not, they may be more toyish, but they still had hop-ups for those. The QDs actually still had hop-ups.
I was flying my Dragon Killer and I swerved to miss a truck and I hit the guy's box and the thing almost fell off his box and he's like, "You almost bought that."
Mhm.
Then $100 the best offer. I would have gave him $20. There you go. Is it an old metal Winnebago?
Hey, Sang, I forgot you're not on Facebook.
I am, but I'm not. I have an account, but I hardly use it.
Okay. Because we had an on-road this weekend, on-road race. And
Oh, you had or will?
I did have one.
Oh, okay.
And I
And-
completely forgot to mention it to you.
Yeah, that's too bad. You could have had visitations with Sang if he would have showed up. And believe it or not, he
Next
races.
time, next time.
Visitations. You could have seen your long lost son Sang Tank. You
Yeah.
could have had visitation
By
rights.
Robert. But Sang has more racing experience now too with on road, so he could have been a better driver too.
Where was the race?
Hawthorne Drive, right beside my work.
Oh, just in East End. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, next time. Summer is only started.
Oh yeah, like at the end of this month, last Sunday of every month, that's when we have our on-road race.
Like on road, like any on road cars,
It's
or
not a
It's any on-road car as long as they're stock, or we will have a mod class that you can bring whatever you want. So if you get 4 or more people, we can do a mod class, but we got to
Cool.
know who's coming. But basically, we were running. This is a Red Cat, Tamiya, Traxxas, and all Kyoshos, but this was a drifter. He didn't have it on. He just brought it for fun. But
Cool.
this is the parking lot we were racing in the back.
those look like mostly Kyoshos.
Yeah, they're all Kyoshos. We were running at the end. We were running all Kyoshos because they were the fastest. Out of the box, stock, brushed. The Kyosho is way faster than the the Traxxas.
Really faster than the
yes.
Traxxas.
Yeah, the 3.0, the Fortec 3.0. The Kyosho is faster out of the box.
Wow.
It's saying I was telling the guys about that people are doing a new type of racing in Japan. They get the drifter tires with treads on them.
Hey, John is driving my Kyosho.
Wait, I'll show you real quick.
And they make them 2-wheel drive, and they put some mods to change the way the steering works from drifters, and they race them in the dirt.
Cool.
Cool.
I think you get a
Nice
kick out of
show.
a race like that.
Can I show Sang the video of the
Yes, of course.
Traxxas? Okay.
no.
Did you say no?
Okay, John is driving my Kyosho.
That
Stock.
Kyosho looks-
I'm driving the Fortec stock.
That Kyosho looks bigger than the Traxxas.
Are you ready?
Well, it's the same wheelbase as all the other Kyoshos. Phaser 2. You do have a wider stance with that one because of the wheel. The hex is the wide hex on yours. Okay, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wow.
Wow.
I kept going.
Okay, that's what it's all about. 1 lap.
Oh, he ran out of control.
Cut in too early.
You got the speed to
See,
catch up
look
to
how
me.
fast he passes me.
Oh yeah, way faster.
Two laps
Whoa!
over
Yeah, the gearing, stock gearing. So that's what I wanted to try. That was lap 2.
You almost hit that curve, Tank.
Yeah, I know.
You did
Yeah,
a
but-
curve.
Again, I screwed up on this turn.
I kept screwing up that turn for some odd reason.
Yeah, but
Oh, you
your
screwed up too.
tire
I
doesn't have
would've
as
had
good
time to catch
traction
up
as
if
a
I didn't screw
Kyosho.
up.
Yeah.
I cut in between them, which was not. So I went
But still, the top speed, there's no way. Like, I had the lead on that second turn, and he just caught up to me like nothing. Like, it just not yes, I
Yeah, but the
understand. I can
Vortex,
change-
the
I
hot
can
rod is
change-
probably geared really low.
Yeah, I understand I can change the gearing. I understand I can change.
Yeah, but out of the box.
But we're running out of the box cars.
Yeah.
And we even had a TTO2 out of the box with
That's slow.
and it was much slower.
You're running just 3S tank?
Unless
Two.
you had the
Two?
TTO1 or
Oh.
TTO2 with the 7.5 that Frank has.
But we had a blast. Like we stayed there for close to 2 hours and did a lot of laps. Burnt a lot of rubber off the tires on those Kyoshos. They got soft tires, so let me tell you, those guys need new tires.
I'm glad John showed up. Been a while.
Yeah.
And John runs semi-professional. So
I want to
Who's
get
running-
the Kyosho Chev Bel Air or whatever, the
Oh.
50s.
John, you know Frank
Yeah, the
has
blue
that.
one?
Yeah,
know, I have
once I see that in the shop, I'm gonna pick it up.
I haven't
know I
seen the
have
blue
one?
one.
Nope.
I did pick one up. It's up there.
Yeah. I just
Nice.
like the body.
It comes in 2 colors or just one?
One right now.
Just one. You guys can't hear that, can you?
We can hear you.
No.
I'm cutting up some stuff.
Oh,
So are you gonna even run it, Sang?
Yeah. I run all my cars.
Yeah, a lot of people are very particular about the 50s, 57 Chevy Bel Air model for that car. They're always afraid to run it because it's such a great body.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be afraid. I just do it.
I am gonna run mine, and I did run mine, but not on the race like we were doing.
If you get it, well, at least you know you get tired. You get tired smudging on there, but at least you can wipe that off.
Mm.
Yeah. I wonder what their next cars are in that category, besides the new Charger that they're coming out with, all different color vinyl top one.
Yeah, I gotta invite Sang to these things. Like we went downtown at Dow's Lake for the Tulip Festival, so we ended up being
wow.
10 trucks. So we went to the Tulip Festival, and let me tell you, we were attracting our own crowd. It was crazy.
You're on some low dirt there.
So I
What's
had
that green?
cross RC with the Bel Air at the back.
Oh, there's a blue axial.
You don't have a truck with a Canadian flag on it.
I was gonna put a Canadian flag on the Dragon van, but I said no, I'm not gonna.
So did over 7,000 steps that day, which was a
Well, that's not too bad.
3.3 miles.
Yep.
550 calories, Frank. I thought you burned more.
I eat more calories than I burn even that
I,
day.
I thought 500. I thought for 3.3 miles you'd burn more than 550 calories.
It all depends how fast you run those miles, I guess.
It's Canadian calories.
Yeah. We're different.
Saying, are you looking forward to something coming out that you want?
Nope. Not really. No.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh crap! I gotta put that on there too.
I'm actually selling stuff really slowly, selling stuff really cheap that I don't use anymore. Like some, I don't know about, because I got a duplicate or triplicates of different cars. So I'm going to get rid of some like really cheap,
Cool.
like some TTO1. I'm probably going to sell them like Like TTO1 probably like about $100 each.
Are you gonna keep one?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep probably one, but I'm just saying because I've got, for example, TTO1, I've got about 5 or 6 of them,
There you
and
go.
I just can't, it's just too much. So I'll probably end up selling like 2 or 3 of them, and anything that's have duplicate or triplicate. So that way I could, have different style. I just don't like to have the same of a lot of.
This thing is coming out. The price is decent, 137 US.
Yeah, like I would get rid of a couple of TTO1 or TTO2 to get that, for example, because I don't have this.
Totally new too.
Yep.
And it has a beautifully mocked engine in there. There's a beautiful mocked engine in there.
They're
Yeah.
shipping in June, so it's coming out fast.
I'm hey, maybe Josh would like to buy one of those TTO1s from you. Right,
Who's
Josh?
trying to get-
Yeah, I would sell it just local. I would not ship it because it's not worth it. Like I'm talking like about $100 Canadian.
Yeah, which
I
is
mean-
about 75 US.
Yeah. So brand new here in Canada, TTO1 is like $150 starting.
Gives us a reason for a road trip.
Yeah.
Do some fishing.
Yeah, next time I have an event, I have to invite you. Well, the next
Like,
on-road racing is
Yeah.
last Sunday of every month.
Okay. Like for example, this is a TTO1 here. Like I'd probably sell this for like $100.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, all you got to do is install your radio. I'll even include the speed controller and servo. I got like a cheap $30 servo in here. Things like this I have to get rid of.
Okay.
That's a nice one too. I think the Datsun one is nice.
Do you have any TTO1 that are rallies?
What's Rally?
Rally TTO1?
Not really, just rally tires. I don't know.
Okay.
I have a Mitsubishi Lancer with an interior. That thing is about 14 years old, but
Okay.
it looks practically brand new. I think I ran it once.
Because I know Jem has a rally car already, and he's building a rally track. So
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
be good for his son to have one also, him and his son.
Yeah, I have the Lancer TT01 Rally red box art,
I'm
and
just
I made a
curious.
custom interior.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know if they've stopped making the CCO1s because they haven't been informed by Capital?
You could still get them, I think.
Yeah, I
That's
think you
another-
can.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another chassis that I need to get rid of because I got too many CCs01. Probably selling that for about $100 as well.
You have a
Missing
CCO2.
radio.
You have a
What's that?
CCO2. You have a CCO2. I know that.
Yeah, that as well. But the CCO1 is what I've got quite a few. Like, for example, this Bronco. This is a CCO1 as well. You can see. Pretty much stock. The only things I add is normally just bearings. But yeah, see, these are things I got to get rid of. Like anybody who doesn't have an RC or get into the hobby, whatever. I'd sell for $100, and you just got to buy a battery and a radio.
Well, I hope they don't ever stop making that chassis because I would love to own one again.
Yeah.
I loved it. I've always loved it.
It's for sale.
See, like I ran this maybe 2 or 3 times, not even a scratch. Even the body has never been rolled over.
I know some of the crawler guys here would like that body.
I like that truck as it sits.
You like
Oh,
the
yeah,
new one
even
and
has
the old
the,
one.
It even has a steel beadlock RC4WD that I bought extra.
I wouldn't change a thing on that if I got it.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
pretty
a
much
beautiful
stock
body.
with bearings, and it has a light kit as well.
See, so
Did
you
it come
got,
with a light kit? I think it came with a light kit.
some of them came with a light kit. I know
Yeah,
mine-
like this one here. To be honest, like I bought it new for like $200 or we're about 250 about 7 or 8 years ago.
So Josh, you like both the old and the new style bodies, right? Of the Bronco.
I had a 66 Bronco for a hot minute. And then I had a 79 Bronco when I graduated high school.
The 79 Broncos didn't look like that one.
No, but I had a 66 Bronco. That's that
Yeah.
body style.
Yeah. But
And when I went through,
I'm
Go ahead,
surprised. I'm sorry. I'm sure sorry Joe wasn't interested in it.
there's
I
a
got
Ford
two-
guy too.
There are too many fires right now.
Too many fires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that one's done, Jim. We could just drive that one.
No. No.
Yeah, and I do not want to go visit Sang if he's got things for sale. I do not want to.
You know
Hey, you
what?
don't even have to look online, Tank.
You know
can just
what?
get a
Honestly,
thermostat.
this year, I sold maybe 3 cars this year, and I bought maybe 20. So that's why
What a
I have to get
ratio.
rid of some.
What were you going to say, Josh? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I had a 66 Bronco and I went to pop the roof off, because you take the roof off. Someone had bondoed it all together and it just cracked all the way across. Like they'd even taken and put in a line in the bondo, so it looked like it was still removable. And as I start lifting it up, it's like I'm like, oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Now you would have to repair it or get a brand new one somewhere.
I ended up selling it and told them I had the roof if they wanted it, and they said, nope, we don't want the roof. I said, okay.
Always the right buyer.
I know people like the old Bronco body from Tamaya and the new Bronco body by Tamaya.
Here's another car that I might be selling it to my neighbor.
So you gonna get into the hobby?
Yeah. Like probably 100 and maybe 150 ready to run. Because he
Oh, the
doesn't have a
Sand
radio.
Rover. The
So it's
Sand
just
Rover.
a DT02, just pretty much stock.
I don't have that one. Stop showing me shit like that.
That's a Sand Rover, and there's a Sand Rover and a Street Rover. So
This
there's
is
two
just
different types.
a Sand Rover. Like I said, it's stock except the tires are not wheels and tires, but everything else is stock. Oh, and ball bearings. Yeah, so I think my neighbor loves that one, and they don't have an RC, so probably like with the radio and just a basic battery pack.
Does that have the friction dampers, or did you put oils on them?
Oh, it has oil. Oh, yeah, it has upgrade oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's oil.
You wouldn't believe the transformation of the holiday buggy and that car with oil. It's amazing.
Yeah, it has a light kit as well. So this lights up and the back lights up.
Cool.
And it's like it's in transition of being a body work the way it's colored.
Yeah. Anyway, I drove this last summer and my neighbor just loves it. So I
love the tires on it. I like those optional tires you put on it.
Yeah.
Who makes those?
It's not
tires?
bad. It handles pretty good on the streets or off road.
Who makes the tires?
These are cheap Proline trencher.
Oh, so
Basic,
hey,
nothing special.
he's got trenchers on there, guys. Are trenchers decent crawling tires?
No, these just buggy tires
Yeah, I
or
know.
short course or whatever. They're too small for short course. Yeah. They're a little big on this one here, but it looks kind of funny, but they don't care. It's just something to start.
Yep.
Right.
It runs.
Stock
Yeah.
motor?
Because this is another chassis that I got duplicates. I got another one like this, and I have a holiday buggy which used the same chassis.
I have a holiday buggy with ball bearings, 17-turn motor on it, and
Yeah. So yeah.
my holiday buggy is a pleasure to drive. Trust me.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Here's the
I mean,
So this is an odd one.
is that the Street Rover version?
No, just a different chassis, but this is another Sand Rover.
On a DTO1?
No, it was a DTO3. But see, this is
Oh.
another Sand Rover. So this is the one I'm keeping.
And that's got the longer wheelbase and it still fits under that car.
No, this is a DTO2.
Oh, I thought you said it was a DTO3.
Yeah, so this one here has been modified to shorten the wheelbase.
Oh,
This is what it looks like stock. But I'm keeping this one here and get rid of the other one. Just because I've had this for about 12 years.
Well,
Anyway, I'm not. Yeah. Put the body on correctly. Again, just stock, except it has oil shocks. And I got a cover on it.
keep the stuff out of it.
Yeah. And just a box art color.
The Street Rover was a green, a green metallic.
Yeah, I have the Street Rover as well. The expert build, so it's already painted and built.
Frank, you really need to go over there and buy all his stuff.
no, I don't need to go over there.
See, this is just a stock. Nothing modified except the shocks. Oh, actually the motor too, because this came with a 380 motor. So I put a 540 silver can on it in it.
What about
Yeah,
the
I
other
like
one? Is
that one.
do you have a 540 in the other one?
Yep. Yeah.
Do they
Yeah, I don't
still
want
make them?
too fast for the neighbor. No, it's
No.
actually I think it's yeah, it is a 27 turn. Yeah,
They don't
just a
make them
basic.
no more? Say,
Nope, not at the moment.
damn.
I just don't use this
It's too bad he won't
because
send to
I'm
you,
keeping
Keith.
this one here. It's the same car.
Yeah, that would look good with my bone beetle. Or either one of them.
Yeah.
It's too bad, yeah, he won't send to the United States.
While shipping, yes.
Like I said, it's not worth it. Like you could pick
Yeah.
this up for probably $150 ready to run in the US,
Yeah.
right? And shipping this to US probably costs about $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you do, Sang? Since he doesn't want to come to you, why don't you bring some cars to him that are for sale?
Yeah.
Then he'll buy it from you. Frank will buy it from you because he brought it to him. There you go, Frank. You know, he'll just bring some to you.
No, Brad. No. I won't even let him open up his trunk.
Unless he's just bringing one to race. Unless he's just bringing one to race.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy has a seatbelt.
On top of that,
Yeah, look at that. That's another modification right there.
That's a visual one.
Yeah, and it has wipers. So he could see where he's going in the rain.
see, it's worth more money.
That's what Keith did.
And these tires actually they're not original. They're Pro Line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the original rims. Because the original ones are spike tires and they don't work that good on the pavement. So this is a street ready.
It's an intermediate tire. It'll do some baseball diamond work.
Yep. Yeah, it actually runs pretty good, this car.
Too bad you couldn't ship it to Brad.
Brad can't afford it.
I can't afford it.
Somebody, one of you has to cross the border and come and get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything in Canada, Josh or Joe are willing to go to in Canada.
You're the closest, Brad.
Me, I'll
Yeah,
cross the
well,
border for a
You'll
tank,
cross.
for a tank race. I'll cross the border.
You gotta get that car done first.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a car to race against you. 2-wheel drive buggy versus 2-wheel drive buggy. I got one.
Okay.
This is another one that has to go.
How many do you have of those?
Okay, I'm gonna shut off your video soon.
That's a GFO one. That's a GFO one, Frank.
Yeah, you sang. This ain't
You don't have that
Sang's
one either, do you?
Tamaya's yard sale.
Uh,
I'm just
I-
fucking with you, buddy.
Sang used to have tons of cars. It's shrunk a bit in
You
his
still
life.
got 300 cars.
Do we have 300 cars? I thought you had less than that.
I don't know.
now.
You
I
gotta
lost
do a
count
package
after
deal.
150.
You gotta do a package deal for Jam, and then he can buy a shitload of them.
Yeah.
I actually prefer
Throw the
to
beetle
sell
in there, Jim. I'll get it
You
from
prefer to sell them in bulk?
Yeah, I prefer to sell to somebody new in the hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still losing I'm not losing a lot, but I'm just rather go to somebody who new and who can appreciate it.
Okay, Frank, you got people who are trying to get into the hobby. You could tell them to go to Sang. Right?
You don't have any Kyosho phasers?
Nope.
Because those are not kits. They're ready to run, so you don't have a lot of ready to run cars.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about ready to run cars. I do buy them, but I prefer the kit version.
But
for the
he'll make
kids.
he'll make one of the exceptions for that 57 Chevy.
Yeah, like I buy ready to run something like something collectible like this. Right?
You have the buggy
Right.
too.
Yeah, I got the buggy. See, this has never been open or anything. I probably won't open this at all.
And you'll sell it for $1,000.
No, I don't collect to sell. I got the buggy version.
You got, yes, you have the actual.
What do you
end
collect
sale.
for? Just to
This
collect?
here.
And you're not going to open that one either.
This is open. I just never
Oh.
run it.
Come on, you stupid thing.
He's collecting them for his kids, so his kids can sell it and take the money from it.
I
Got
don't know
lots
that.
of
That's
kids.
saying you don't have any kids.
Nope.
Not yet,
Yeah.
Collecting
but
for fun.
10-year plan, right? Thing.
Hey, Dad. I'm gonna call him Dad.
Yeah.
Look at all this stuff Dad left.
Daddy
us.
sang. Daddy sang.
Yeah.
Daddy sang.
Why he has so many is because he doesn't have kids.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but everybody can't be like Keith and RC Icons who has kids and has tons of cars.
I don't have no kids. At least I don't think I have any kids.
So you're building that hot rod out of wood, some parts out of wood.
I'm probably going to build it out of wood and cover it in Lexan. Maybe.
Okay.
Well, that would add at least the Lexan would have strength behind it with wood.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And it'll paint better. The Lexan will paint better.
You could win best of show with a setup like that, Keith. Right, Josh?
Oh, my shit kicker.
Absolutely.
My shit kicker. That should
It-
win
it-
best in show.
I'm talking about with a wood background with a Lexan top. That's totally new in an idea, so people would accept that, and might even win for that reason.
And my shit kicker's all wood.
Right, Josh?
I mean, that's how they used to make bucks for bodies, was out of wood until heck, 5 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah, but if Keith did it from scratch and went down to the USTEs, he could enter it and they would possibly, he probably could win.
Oh, they judge off they want scale brake lines, inner fenders on everything.
I'll
It's
do all that shit.
USTE.
He could do all that shit.
He can, yeah.
Yeah.
Distributor cap with all the proper wires.
Right. the
Yeah.
correct
I got the distributor cap. I'm just gonna run the wire. This is gonna have all that stuff on it.
Did you
Yes,
adjust the
Josh.
timing? Did you adjust the timing on it?
No,
No?
I haven't did that yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ask Josh if he print me out like a little battery and
Hey, Bill.
cooler and shit like that. I'd probably make my own radiator.
Hey, Swampers.
Yeah, I got a battery file, buddy.
You got a lead acid battery for him too?
I
He's
just say I
already
have
got
a battery file to print them.
Yeah,
And he's already got a battery in there. It's got a hump pack.
yeah.
I'm talking.
I got
talking
some
about an
nitrous
actual
oxide
scale
cans.
battery.
I got some nitrous oxide cans I'm gonna put in. here.
I could have an actual lead acid scale battery.
Yeah,
Color Carter,
Right there.
color call all RC.
That would be perfect for you, Keith. That type of look.
He even got a little sticker on it.
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
sticker says never start there, doesn't it, Jim?
Never start.
Yeah, never start.
I like that. Yeah, never start.
Who else is in the chat room there? We got Guru, Swampers,
Swampers
we had
just came
Dirk. Yeah, Dirk, we had Icons. Who else is there who hasn't shown their face?
Hey, Keith, I got my brass gears for the grand hauler.
Oh, lunchbox.
Oh, really?
The mini lunchbox.
See,
I-
that one I need because I'm building a lunchbox. I need the mini lunchbox.
Yeah, send me
You
the
know they
cover tank and
They have a gold edition, Frank.
And then Keith can paint that one to match the other one.
But that comes already yellow.
And here's Mickey Mouse.
He looks like he's uncomfortable in there. Dirk should get a laugh out of that one if he was here.
Looking up at the ceiling.
Mickey Mouse.
Is that a Traxxas servo?
No, it's a Savox.
Oh,
oh yeah,
Noisy ones.
Chattas. You know, they don't do it on my two crawlers, but they sure did it on the bone beetle.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Here's a Wraith.
The 1.9 Wraith, isn't it? Or no, that's a 2.2.
No, it's
isn't
an original Wraith, but with a 1.9 body.
and you did the paint job.
Yeah, that's my paint job.
Looks good.
The hood actually opens. See his hood? I get my fingers in there.
Oh yeah, cool.
The 2.2 with a 1.9 body. Is there a real difference between the 1.9 body and the 2.2 body?
Slightly. The original Wraith body is it's different. The front grille is different. And the back is different.
Bill says you need a smaller Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. This body here is different. This and the original Wraith doesn't have an open hood. But other than that, it fits perfectly.
Glad I saved my cereal can boxes.
I think it'd be on your vehicle.
No, they're just patterns. See if I like them or not. What do I like?
Cool Wraith. Those are some dusty slicks on your Rustler.
I have to raise this up.
I always usually heard pretty decent things about the rate. Were they a decent car?
That's a nice Blackfoot.
Yep. Uh-oh. You don't want to get rid of that one, I don't think. Do you, saying?
I might. It's just a stock original Blackfoot. Yeah. But it has a really nice paint job. It's hard to see, but it's pretty shiny.
Yeah, it looks good.
Got a full piece of that.
You guys like, though, I know a lot of the crawler guys like the Blackfoot body.
The wheelbase is a little short for stuff anymore.
It would fit on that the Samurai body chassis.
No, the
Still got
Samurai
the
chassis-
original. Still got the original tires from the 80s. It's hard like a rock.
Yeah.
It still has the original air in the tire.
Don't be sucking on it. You'll get
Oh,
all
you know, I have
80s
this
ear,
one,
man.
I
Woo.
have one hole, air hole in the front tires of my Stinger, and you wouldn't believe how much dust got in there. It was constantly letting out dust from running it. Hey, Queenie, I squeeze it, poof, more dust. Squeeze it again, poof, on and on and on, more dust, more dust, more dust. You wouldn't believe how much fits in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens when you get old. You start making dust.
Yeah. A lot of dust
Well,
fits in that hole, Brad.
Really clean your dusty.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to cover it up with some duct tape so it doesn't happen like that again.
With some
need more.
dust tape.
You need some more than duct tape.
No, the dust, the rim and tire held the dust. I had an original Blackfoot when it came out. I also had a super Blackfoot, much better truck. They've had like 4 different Blackfoots, and they're all vehicles I would love to have. You know that, Swampers. There's so
I
many
have both.
different versions. Yep, yeah. You're gonna sell that too?
Look at this.
It's a frog with a different body.
It's a Pennzoil.
It's a Pence.
It's
it's
actually a Subaru Brat.
Yeah, okay, that's right. I saw the shocks up front. But the body looks good on it. It looks proper.
Yeah. It's a Subaru Brat because it has posi traction.
Yeah. The new ones have semi posse.
Yeah. And you could tell it's the Brat because the steering, see the steering it's different than the Frog. It's like, you see that?
Yeah.
That's a Subaru Brat.
So the steering was worse or better?
Just different, right? Because the Frog is more direct. This one here, it goes. Yeah. I say both of them works. And also the shocks are different. Those are Subaru Brat shocks.
They're longer.
No, they're the same size. It's just that they're not oil. They're just friction.
So was the original Blackfoot, but my Blackfoot that I got is the new one, and it has oil filled.
Yeah.
which I'm sure would transform it. And I'm sure the Subaru Brat is transformed with the oil filled dampers too.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing still works.
It's 11 o'clock, guys. I gotta go.
Darn it, Josh.
Yeah. Good
Josh,
night.
did you want to see that before you leave, or you want
See
a
you later,
surprise?
Josh.
If you can show it real quick.
Hope you'll be getting in touch with me soon, Josh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, nice.
Looks good.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Where's
Wow,
the
that works.
peacock at?
Yeah, he didn't send me a picture of the peacock.
If I'd have known,
Behind the
I'd have hooked
fence.
you up.
It's behind the fence.
Yeah.
That looks great, Keith.
Thor
Thank you.
doesn't even bother the peacock.
All right, guys. I gotta go.
Bye.
See ya.
Good night.
See you
Good
later.
night.
So Swamper says the belt crank steering works a little better.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder if that's what's on this Rustler. Got a weird steering system on it.
This is my wrestler.
Keith likes that.
Well, I just it's not particularly like it, Brad. It's just I just want to build
This is
something
my
else.
wrestler.
So.
That I picked up a garage sale for $4.
Are you
No.
serious?
Really?
Are you lying?
You bastard! You got it for $4.
Yeah, $4 Canadian.
Ah,
Yeah, somebody just got rid of it for $4.
You brat.
Papa Sang.
I'll
Yeah.
give you 5.
Yeah, pretty amazing, eh? For $4.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 American Papa Sang.
Yeah, I'll sell it for $6, so I'll make a couple of dollar profit.
There you go.
You made it a street version.
How would you like to double your money?
Yeah. It has upgraded light bars. Look at that.
Zang's gonna sell that. More stuff to
Upgraded
sell to your
RPM bumper.
that blue really brings out a lot of color.
Yeah. Look, I even have the wheelie bar. That's a huge upgrade. That would make the thing go even faster.
Yes, I need the wheelie bar.
See, $4 includes a wheelie bar.
Wow.
Look at that.
What the hell happened?
I don't know what happened.
I cut this piece. I put him on the bottom to cut the bottom out so I could put it on the top, and it's like short now.
He's saying
Weird.
those tires in the rear would look like they get decent wet traction on paper.
But it fits on the bottom.
Yeah, they're street tires.
Yeah, they got deep grooves in it, so even for a vehicle that size, that they would get more traction in the wet.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
what happened. Yes. I didn't need it there. I needed
Swampers,
it
he'll give you $10.
Oh, Brad,
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be late next week. I'm gonna MRI.
Oh, for your
I'm gonna
back.
Yeah, for my whole back. But I'm gonna see if they'll let me, bring my camera in there and talk to you when I'm in the MRI.
You can't.
I know. No, I can. I can sneak it in and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, and it'll burn you out. It'll burn
No,
your- It's a magnetic resonance. It'll screw up your phone and it'll hurt you.
For you, Brad,
I will recommend it.
I'll
I
do
don't
it.
recommend that at all. It'll blow up, blow your leg off, blow the machine up.
I'll say, well, I couldn't miss Brad's live.
Well, you're gonna have to miss Brad's live next week.
I'll probably be on after. It's going to start at 8:30, so I'm going to be there for about an hour and a half in the machine.
I hate just being in them in the first place. I have to be
Worst
sedated
thing
for
in the
us.
machine. Her name is Emma. I've had that MRI. I know that MRI machine by me and her. Is when you're in there and your nose starts itching. You can't scratch your nose. That's the worst damn thing.
That's a discontinued body too. What's a discontinued body, Brandon? Thanks for joining us.
The body that Sang was showing on his
Oh, was that it? Why do I get the feeling it was an AYK body?
No, it's a I think it's called Funko, I think, or something
Oh.
like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think people use that for RC10s or something. I'm not sure.
It has an AYK look to it though.
Yeah.
That's better. Now I can see where I have to have the body. I mean, the floor. Cleared electronics.
Well, guys, I'm really tired tonight, so I'm gonna make Keith the host, and he can stop it using those two little balls at the back. So I'm gonna leave you guys, and Keith can stop the stream when he's ready. Don't hit the red button, Keith. You gotta hit the little dots.
Red button.
Anyone want to join us on the panel? Please.
Yeah,
Let
come on
Fred
in,
know.
guys.
Good night.
Later.
Good night,
Good
Tank.
night, Tank.
Good night.
Night.
What red button? There is a red dot right there.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
How much will you pay me, Brad? Fucking wires.
So is there
Could
going to be
put
any,
that-
hey Joe, is there going to be any free time for Josh this month? Because I thought he said he'd see me this month.
See what? To see you?
Yeah.
I don't know. He
You
doesn't
don't know
send
his
me
schedule.
his. Yeah, I don't know
I mean,
his
come
schedule.
on, guys.
The only time I see him is when we go to competitions. That's about it. I honestly haven't even been to his house. He hasn't been to my house.
I thought you would at least get his schedule when you went to the competition last time.
Really?
Yes.
No, just activity schedule. Like, we'll plan maybe like Axial Fest. We're meeting up there and
Yeah.
beat the creek, or we'll
I'm only
communicate for
busting your
comps.
balls,
Or
man.
I like those tires.
I'm only busting your balls.
I know you are. I'm still going to defend.
Is that a slash?
Yep.
Man,
It's converted to LCG. Yeah, picked up this at the garage sale for $2.
You picked it up for
Cool,
$2?
man.
Yeah,
I gotta go to
$2.
some yard sales for you, Sang.
I know, eh?
Papa Sang.
That body, I think Joe could use a body like that.
I don't need any more bodies. Stop trying to buy me stuff.
Yeah, not bad for $2, eh?
That's a
Yeah.
good deal.
Does Joe have a YouTube channel? Yes, Truck Tech Joe.
It's nothing too fancy, but it's getting somewhere.
That's cool.
I must say, converting to low center of gravity is very cheap, very easy on a Traxxas two-wheel drive slash.
I gotta get a,
I think
I
it
gotta
only
get
took me
another
like 15
basher.
minutes.
My
You know who made those-
blackout.
Do you know who made those tires?
These tires?
Yeah.
I can't run my blackout in the dirt.
Not sure. Proline.
What do they call those?
Proline. Icon. ICON.
You don't have a blackout, Joe, do you?
So
Mm.
Why can't you run it in the dirt?
It gets rocks in the, I don't even know how it does that. The spur gear is covered and it gets rocks in there and you can't run it. Yeah, I run it for not even a battery pack. And it's like, oh shit.
It's what his name under his picture, his video says. Swampers, he says he can't find you, Joe.
no, it's no spaces. Well, I take it back. It's TRUCK TECHJOE and then a space RC. It's kind of weird. I don't. You would think you would search, and it would come up with something that it doesn't. Thank YouTube for that. If you see,
I'm gonna run it straight across over here.
if you see that icon, that's what you're looking for. I don't know if they've seen it.
Put a little bit of shoe on that.
Does that Nightbot thing work here now too? Still?
Yes, but you have to go Nightbot rocks and then.
Yep, I know. Hold on, I gotta get a different device.
Oh, we still
Frank's-
live.
Yes. Hey, Scott. He puts a little sheep on his. He puts a little sheep on their teeth.
Ah. Love it, Scott. Love it.
Hey, hopefully you'll join us tonight after hours.
Yeah. I thought Tank was.
Puts a little sheep on his. I hear that show.
Sorry.
So Frank won't let you open up your trunk unless it's one of the cars you're running. Hey, Aaron.
No, because he wants to buy them.
Yep, I know.
Scott, I seen a very interesting video the other day with this sheep getting sheared. I was just loving it.
Scott just goes down the road and he sees that happen.
I thought of him too. I'm like, damn. There's
The
Scott.
bot must have left with Tank.
You think so? Could have.
What happened?
And that Nightbot
Oh, Nightbot.
laughed
Yeah, he
with,
might
laughed with
have.
Frank.
Might have.
There, hey, Green Frog got it. There we go. Hey, Keegan.
Hey, Keegan. Pop in here. I don't want to have this much power.
saying, so you how soon in the future are you going to be having a car, new RC? After you sell some?
Yeah, I gotta get rid of some that, like I said, usually duplicates or triplicates. I want to get rid of at least one.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a good idea.
Like I said, I got a bunch of TTO2s, TTO1, MO5. There's no point of having more than one.
Yeah. Even though they're different bodies, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would have more than one just because of the bodies. And
Yeah,
sometimes, sometimes there's sometimes the car comes with on some of them, the chassis is a little slightly different.
Yeah, like this is an MO6.
Is that why you bought them anyway, Stein? Because they're different bodies?
Where'd you get the 510 bodies? Is it a killer body?
That's just an HPI body.
That actually is one of their better bodies.
It's too bad you
it-
couldn't just sell the chassis and keep the bodies, and you can just swap them out when you want to run them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I made the interior myself here. Just
Cool. Well, out of Lexan?
the interior just
I mean, styrene.
with a board.
Styrene.
Yeah, and then the driver is a Tamiya driver. It's actually Wild Willie
With a different head on them.
with a different head on.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the zoom thing. I'm sorry.
So saying it'd be, Tamaya may have had one of those before.
Sorry, hang on. This is actually a real automotive tint. It even has
Oh,
bubbles.
cool. You put automotive tin on there.
Yeah, it even has bubbles, so it's not well.
Yeah,
put.
so it looks like it's bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the way you do it, man.
that's automotive. That's real. I bought a sheet of it and cut it. So that's real.
I think Tamaya had had a 510 body many years ago.
And these are custom rims. They're alloy rims.
You drive that? Did you drive that around a lot, or you just?
Yeah, this has been driven a lot. It has
Yeah.
it has scratch on it underneath, so you could see it's been used.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to get rid of that one too? We want to keep that.
I don't know. I have because this is another chassis. I got duplicate MO6.
Well, the body looks great on it.
Yeah, it does, eh?
It's too bad Tamaya never made many more of those.
That would
bodies.
look
I
like
think
a cool little drift car.
Yeah.
It could rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
It has working lights as well. These lights works.
Even in the back.
Yep. Yeah, I think if I have a battery pack, I could hook it up. Let me see if
You
I have
just
a
have to
battery.
change the tires, I guess. They want plastic tires on there.
That's a vehicle Keith would like to have. With that
It's
body.
red. Don't like red.
But you like the body.
I'd paint it though. I'd paint it green.
I know that they had a green body in that car.
Well, they would if I had it.
Yeah, I'm just hooking up so you can see there's lights.
Nice. Is that a custom or light
Nope,
kit?
it has light buckets.
Wow, they're pretty bright too.
Yeah.
And to believe that was an HPI body.
Yeah, it's just like a sheet of styrene I put underneath, nothing special.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, it's
madam.
cool that you build your own. I mean, it's, better than trying to go buy one.
Yeah.
Come on, Shugu. You're not gonna stick, are you fucker?
I think someone would just like to buy that body from you instead of the car.
By the way, I think this is the
hell?
best brush speed control money can buy. It's called a Tekken FXR.
I bet it's expensive though.
Yeah, compared to other speed controller, yes.
Is it just the 2 cell or?
2 cells, maybe 3 cells, but it's a Tekken FXR you could program,
Mhm.
and you don't even hear any high pitch or anything. Like, it's so smooth. Like, this thing could go like 1 mile an hour. Like just very, very slow, or even
Sounds like
slower.
it sounds like a good crawler. If it's really slow, it sounds like a good crawler.
No, but the speed
easy.
controller is very you don't hear that high pitch, and when
Right,
you
it's
hit
really
the throttle, it's very
sensitive.
proportional.
Yeah.
And you don't like, it's so quiet.
What? Somebody made an ESC that has a silencer in it. What? Castle.
Yeah.
I like Castle
Bam.
products, but you would think by now that they would start putting filters in their stuff.
They're
I'd
loud.
have to waterproof that Tekken if it's not already waterproof.
No, this Tekken's not waterproof. It's a
Yeah.
FXR Pro.
Castles are large, Joe.
Excuse me.
Yeah. The
They're
castles are
loud.
large. Oh, they're loud.
Yeah. Whenever you hear something squawking, it's more than likely it's a Castle brand.
Castle.
Called the Castle One. Yep. Even this little baby X2,
ma'am.
she got a little scream to her.
Ma'am, Queenie.
Yeah, I got the
Well,
1060 in this one.
I think I'm gonna
Just
call it a
buy
night,
them. Cheap
but I
ones.
will
All right.
I will tease a little bit. I'm getting a little further on my Outlaw build with the XF in it, transmission,
Oh,
fitting
nice.
front axles in it, and starting doing some link work, trying to get everything matched up. Got the new black jacket.
Oh, is that the 24?
It is the 2000 kV.
No, I'm just talking about the size of the car.
No, it's
Oh,
10
that's the
scale.
110 scale.
10 scale? Okay.
Yeah, it's 10 scale. It's the new UGRC Outlaw Pro. So Josh
That's
hasn't even
cool,
seen
man.
that yet. So you guys got something special.
Thank you. Well, I hope to
That's-
see you guys.
So, yep, we'll be around one of these days. Got to get it
Nice.
right. And we got Axial Fest coming up, and then what is it? September. I want to say September 21st is the Gauntlet up in Saranac, Michigan. So I know we're going to that.
Yeah.
Amongst all the pretty fall colors, well, they might be starting, but most of September is usually pretty green still.
Yeah, I was going to say last year it was still pretty lush green. So
I've seen leaves start to turn in August, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
yeah, but that hasn't happened for some time.
Actually, a couple of years ago.
Well, but to be fair, a couple of years ago, that was a pretty nasty winter we had that year too. So
We
But-
haven't been getting a great deal of snow, but we get more cold.
yeah, last year that was kind of a waste of a winter. But I think we had like 2 weeks of bad stuff, and that was about it. But I'm south of 70, so most of that stays north.
Oh, you guys still get snow though.
Well, that snow belt though, normally,
Yeah.
like I said, stays a little bit more north of 70. So I'm
Well-
kind of right on the line. So it just kind of depends on how hard that Canadian air blows.
There's a secondary snow belt in where I live. Usually the west side doesn't get as much as the east side. Let's to get a nor'easter, and then that pushes it further west.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It just depends on how you catch that clipper.
It's funny when you talk about a nor'easter, it's not east. It's actually pushing it west further. I don't know why they call it a nor'easter. It's pushing things further west.
So, all right. Well, you guys have a good night, and
Okay.
see you on the
Good
next one.
night, Joe. Yeah.
Goodbye,
Good night.
goodbye, Joe.
Good night.
Woohoo, madam.
Egan, come in here.
Queenie doesn't want to join us anymore after hours.
Why not?
I don't know. She just hasn't.
Well, that sucks because I'm trying to get Tracy to join us.
You're trying to get your niece to join us.
Yeah, she's not here today. She's at her mom's house. She
I
goes
thought she was
between
going to join
this
us. I
house.
thought she was going to join us today.
She would have if she was here, but she's not here, Brad.
She's such competition with you. It's so funny.
Yeah, she was just being mean to me that night.
Queen's a madam.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that here. On and off switch. Where can I put that on and off switch at? Guess I could just leave it in the car.
You should call Queenie a madam so she gets angry enough to come in here.
Queenie, you madam. Lady of the night.
Runner of a brothel. Just joking.
Oh, hey, at least she's the runner.
That's the way it's been for weeks. Lots of early
Huh?
things in the morning. I'm talking to Queenie.
Oh, too early stuff in the morning, Queenie. Gyro included. Don't want a gyro.
So saying, what is your most recent vehicle?
Vehicles. Probably
I don't want
the
to do that yet.
the
'cause I gotta-
TT02BR or whatever it is, the buggy.
Oh, yeah. I think you
Yeah, I
told
gotta
me
put
about that.
spitters on them.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
that's the most recent.
You know
Is this
what? You
bad
know what?
boy?
RC Driver said. He says that he thinks that thing is so close to being perfect for racing. The way it's got all the special parts on it.
I mean, just
Just a
straight
few,
out of the
just a few
box.
tweaks here and there. Perfect for racing.
Straight
Yeah.
out of the box.
I haven't even
Yep.
opened it yet.
Errands and kids, he says.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, to be honest. Somewhere.
What did it? It didn't come with a body, did it? I don't think it did.
How does this usually go,
It
Sang?
comes with the Neo Scorcher body.
Which is not a very hated body. Actually, some people really like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Is this yellow and black and red and blue, or blue and black and yellow and red?
Whatever color you want to paint.
No, I'm hooking up those electrical wires.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
know what I've seen. You know what they made? Believe it or not, they had some already painted Neo Scorchers in the past. One
It's
of them
just
was a pink, which
backwards.
was like a pink chromatic color, and then there's some other colors.
Yeah,
that
just
they-
make
that
sure
they-
connect black to red and red to black, and I was gonna know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if I connect it wrong, it goes backwards. The throttle
Exactly.
goes backwards.
So as I was saying, they had colored already painted bodies that Tamaya made of the Neo Scorcher, and one of them was
Oh,
a
yeah.
pink.
I did
One
that,
of them was a
one
pink
time.
color.
Yeah, I know.
Hooking up my CB and my 1-to-1. I know
Actually-
I had all the wires correctly, and I hooked them up, and I swapped it and it popped.
And-
Poof.
And one of the pink colors, the pink color was like a chrome color.
It blew that damn.
Yeah, they stopped making the gunmetal version of that, which pissed me off. That the gunmetal is my favorite.
Yeah.
And then the iridescent one is my next favorite.
I picked this up at garage sale for $3.
You're always making up these stories that you're getting these vehicles for cheap. I
Man,
know that you
can't
get stuff for
believe
cheap. For
$3.
saying.
$3.
Jesus thing. I gotta send you $50. I'll have about 500 RCs, man.
Yeah, $3 for this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I offer him $1.
And he said no. You offered him $1 and he said no, huh?
Yeah, so I gave $2.
Yeah. That the BR, like I said, is a pretty much race worthy starter buggy.
Oh, these wires are just so friggin'.
What would you plan on painting the Neo Scorcher body?
I'm gonna
I
have
have
to
no
cut
clue.
that out.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna even build it yet. It's not bad. It essentially is a TTO2.
I got this special K box for $2. Not
Wow.
at a yard sale, but I mean,
The BR has some aluminum TRF parts as well as carbon fiber parts and adjustable turnbuckles.
Oh yeah, very cool.
You should see what's on the box. It tells you all the hop-ups that came with it.
Yeah, it's somewhere downstairs. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, it's amazing how, technically it was a good deal, better than this SRX version of that chassis. Actually, I think the BR had better stuff on it. And it was cheaper. It was hundreds of dollars cheaper. I think it was like $250. The BR. Gotta go yard sale. Good saying.
yeah, Papa Sang, he got some good yard sale.
Yeah.
You know what? Too bad, Bill. You're not into any of the cars he's wanting to sell. You'd be coming home with a lot of them.
We need to go to Sang's yard sale.
Yeah.
You can buy something for $2. Will
Yeah,
you
just
sell
bring
it for
$10.
$2?
Just bring
Bring
$10 and you
$10?
come home with like a dozen of cars.
Okay. Will you sell it for $2?
Saying he'll give you a bunch of bulk rates.
Stay on there, you.
No, saying tries not to take advantage of most people, but he does get these deals because people don't really know what they have.
Papa Sang say, I take advantage. $2.
No. No, I learned the hard way. You have to be fair.
Yeah.
So if they offer $5, give them $6.
Offer $5, I'd give him $4. I'm gonna have to take this whole body off.
But
Change the
you
battery.
would keep the the BR model because all the stuff that came with.
That'd probably be the easiest way of doing it.
Didn't you even have the original Hilux that they made back in the 80s?
Nope.
But you did.
Here's a Traxxas / stock.
That is such a funky looking chassis when you look at it.
Is that 2-wheel drive?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, another yard sale for $2.
Yeah. I got to get another basher. My It just pisses me off. I'm looking at a
That is,
slash.
it's like practically
did
brand
make it.
new.
Did they make a BLX version of the two-wheel drive? I think they did. Didn't
Yeah, they do.
I'm looking at a slash.
Well, get yours from get one yours for him. Get it for $5.
Yeah, I don't want two-wheel drive.
Yes, get it for $5. What you need to do, Keith?
Nothing wrong with two-wheel drive.
Nah, I don't like two-wheel drive in the slash. I mean, in a basher, it pushes too much. You can't steer really.
There's a collector. Rafe manual. Haven't seen this for a while.
Okay, where are you, Ducky? You're gonna sit like that.
All right. I'm not sure where everybody is, but I'm gonna get
Yeah,
offline
Brad
here.
just took off.
Oh well. Oh, I can hear. All right. Good night, everyone. It's
You
like
leaving,
midnight
Zhang?
almost. See you guys later.
All right, good night, buddy.
Night.
Brad, when you get back here, we should shut the live off.
All right. Tell everybody to join us.
Hey, Dirk, are you around? If you're not busy, pop in for a second, please. Show me how to shut this live down, please. So let's see.
Time for you to go crazy.
How do I shut this down, Brad? You know?
Just send end live, not to
Now
end
you
it
gotta
all.
click on the three dots, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm clicking on the three dots. I don't see anywhere it says end live. Stop video?
Stop video.
Stop video? You sure?
I hope so, because if not, we're fucked.
Hey. I'm just
Scott,
gonna
you'll
click
be
on.
in at when Dirk comes in. I
Yeah,
hope.
I just asked Dirk if he could come in, please, for a second, because I don't want to shut everything down. Or if he
So
could tell me on the chat.
is your wife been driving her new vehicle?
No, she just messed her arm up real bad.
It's always something, and I feel bad, so bad for you both.
Ripped it wide open again, man.
I don't know how she lives.
But we're
It's
still
amazing.
live, so. I don't want to press stop video.
And if it's maybe there's something that says end live.
No, the
Brad, yeah, just got another
Something
text
auto
from work. Okay,
stop
Scott.
video.
Hey. Hey,
Close.
Keegan, will you help Keith there figure it out?
Video. Yeah, pop in, Keegan, please.
Here.
Oh, you're going, Brad.
What? No. Bye, Brandon. I didn't know you were still there. Thanks for staying around.
Yeah, Brandon.
One day you're going to have to get in on our live. Keith, don't screw us.
I'm not. I'm just sitting here. Not doing anything.
Don't pull a Josh. I know you're not going to go mudding with that thing.
Buckets.
You're not going to go mudding with that, but you might go through some puddles.
You never know.
You'd have to put on special tires for mudding.
You never know. You never know.
I think you should just run through puddles with it. Go out there when it's raining and run through some puddles.
That goes all the way across. So it just goes. There is no. No, I'm not going to go mudding it because I want to get a sound kit.
Yes, and that's why you should just waterproof the sound kit. That can be done, you know.
Yeah, but I don't want to waterproof the speaker.
Why not? I want to see it go through puddles since you can't mud with it.
I'm going to put I got a 360 servo in it too. I'm going to hook it up for I can put a steering wheel in it. Turn the steering wheel back.
You want to know something? When you have an on-road car, if you ever get more on-road cars, since you won't go mudding with it, just go puddling with it. Right? That's what you would do. That's the next best thing for you. Puddle running. Get some nice treads that'll spread the water out through the tread well.
Yeah, so that's the bottom of the car. That's not where he's going to sit. He's going to sit up here. It shows it straight across, but I don't want it straight.
Keith can't mud. He's going to water it.
Oh, that's a fucking cool color too, man.
What?
I might repaint this motor.
What color are you going to paint it? Green?
The motor? No, I might make it nice and shiny. This is a real cool color. This is yellow and purple.
Can you make them yellow and purple chrome? Yeah.
I like that.
You know, believe it or not, you have anodized purple colors for engines, and I think they have yellow too. And
But I make it spark. I think I'm not going to make it a rat rod. I think I'm going to put good, nice, good paint job on this.
Like that yellow with the orange?
Yeah, yellow and purple.
Or orange and purple?
Because it's gonna be Duckman's.
What is Duckman's colors that he wears?
He wears camouflage and, oh, my niece just made him jeans. So he's got jeans now. Brad, see? Look at the booty. Look at the booty. Duckman's got a booty.
Did she sew that up?
Yeah, she made it. She makes doll stuff, really good doll stuff.
Your niece could make so much money
She
with her
just does,
skills.
she makes anything. I mean, clay, anything she makes. I taught her how to crochet in, 10 minutes.
Well, I hope she never becomes a bourgeois person just because she's artsy.
No, she's not a bourgeois. Bourgeois.
Called bourgeois.
Bourgeois? Oh, she's a bourgeois.
Or they call them bougies.
Yeah.
Keith, you need to watch my video of my stinger going through deep dust.
Deep dust. Is there no one there to help me? Yeah, I like it rounded better.
She gonna cut up those jeans some more so it fits him better.
No, he's got bell bottoms.
Well, it looks too long for him.
They're bell bottoms. That's
It
what they
doesn't mean
are.
they're not, but they should still not look longer than him.
No, bell bottoms are long jeans.
Yes, but they shouldn't be like flowing out like a ribbon.
They don't flow out like a ribbon. He's got bell bottoms on.
Yeah, where's his feet?
Right here. 1 foot, 2 foot.
You got to make
They're a
it so he can.
little bit tall. They're a little bit. I need to cut them just a little bit.
Yeah, you need to at least see his feet.
Yeah, I need to cut them just a little bit.
So she uses sewing machines and shit.
Yeah, she's got a nice sewing machine.
Sewing machines are sometimes more expensive than the RCs we buy.
Oh yeah,
Especially
My aunt-
the programmable ones where you could just leave them alone to do what they need to do.
yeah. Yeah, Tracy's got a sewing machine too.
Because I've seen sewing machines that you could just set them up, program them the way you want them to do something, and they do it until
And
it's
then they
finished.
just do it. Yeah. You should see that at the malls. Go to the mall and if you want something embroidered on your hat or something like that.
I mean, just putting together clothes, you could do that. You might be able to turn around the base so it can work on the other things.
He needs a belt.
A leather yellow belt.
I should ask Tank what to do.
Are you gonna paint it yellow and purple?
Probably. Or green.
Maybe you should make a purple top for Duckman so it can match his hot rod.
Yeah. He's a mad scientist.
She's the one who's taking credit for your character. Can you believe that?
Yeah. There. His boots are better now.
They
But I
should be
think-
boots that are the shape of his feet, like a webbed foot.
I think I need to cut some off his pants.
You could also cuff them.
They're already cuffed. She sewed them cuffed. She didn't hem the pants though, and around the top.
She should have given him a hemline.
Yeah, around the top. She should have.
And an inseam, and an inseam.
She's got an inseam. There's an inseam in here. Sewed him an
What's the
inseam.
inseam? An inch and a half?
Yeah.
An inch and a half, 2 inches. That's the inseam. Is Duckman like 6 feet tall? If he was human, if he was size of a human, would he be 6 feet tall?
Yeah, he'd be 6 feet tall with short hands.
And
Curse
red
these
feet.
arms. Was Dirk in the chat?
Yes, he was for a while, but he hasn't dropped in yet.
Maybe I'll give him. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute, Brad.
Rocky, you need to beat Duckman. You need to beat Duckman. Should have his guy who say you need to meet Duckman. Burgess Meredith saying you need to meet Duckman to Rocky. Rocky. Wait, what? Wait, what? Rocky.
He didn't answer.
Oh, Dirk.
Yeah. So
Dirk.
I don't know what I should do.
You should.
Press stop video.
No, I'm worried we die.
Okay. Stop live stream.
Okay.
Okay. See you guys later. Oh, I don't think, I think it's going to be okay because it just says stop live stream. Okay. I'm doing